there, folks. Santee at the Arizona Ghost Raiders here. We got some mail. Santee, how do I use one gun holster for all my different characters without breaking the bank? Jersey Red. Yeah. We can do that. If you are a reenactor, living historian, or even act in Western films, you probably will be playing a variety of different roles. I tell first-timers that they aren't expected to empty out their savings accounts just to look correct. You won't find me discouraging folks because they had to start out on the cheap. Many wardrobe pieces you use for one character can be adapted for others. I tend to acquire items as I go along and as I learn. In Holsters episodes, I've alluded to owning quite a few holsters. That's true. If you can believe it, there used to be more. The nice thing about them is that they don't tend to cost an arm and a leg, and they can really define a character. However, I really only have 2 belts. Sure, in some pairings the holster color won't match the belt. Well, nobody said they have to. Consider that there were folks coming out west with a holster they got as a surplus and a belt was from a different source. Function wins over fashion when you're traveling 2,000 miles in a wagon. Recently, fellow YouTuber and historian Duke Frazier sent me a holster he made for my open-top revolver. It's the first one I've used with a flap, and it is correct for the time period. This would be terrific for an 1870s character. Now, I've never owned a tooled holster until Richard from the Small Caliber Arms Review channel sent me this. It's gonna go great with a gambler look. Buying a Mexican loop or a Slim Jim holster would be nice choices that would cover every character. They are usually budget friendly too. The firearm should also fit the character.
A gun is as good or as bad as the man using it. Remember that.
We'd all be much better off if there wasn't a single gun left in this valley.
A prospector or wrangler might look really funny wearing an engraved nickel-plated 6-shooter in a tooled holster. That doesn't mean you have to go out and buy a gun for every impression, but you can do something as simple as changing out the grips. Most stock blued revolvers come from the factory with walnut grips. These are perfectly correct and probably the most common seen in the era of westward expansion. However, I get bored with them and like to dress the guns up a bit. Here are 3 sets of grips that match well with this hog leg. You might remember seeing the distressed ivory grips that live on this. These were made by my friend and fellow YouTuber BatJackJW. The grips are suitable for most characters, but for the fancier impressions, I like the idea of a newer looking grip. Slide it into Richard's holster, and you've got a smart looking duo.
That sounds very stylish.
Stag is a favorite of mine. They would be good for a frontiersman or maybe a scout. Now, antler was not available from custom shops as a grip material in the period, so it would have to be someone who could justify replacing the stock grips with some shed antler they picked up off the ground.
Pick it up. I wish you would.
These 2 grip sets are from Arizona Custom Grips and are well made, sturdy, and look great. They make them for a variety of firearms with aged looks and medallions to boot. Now, BatJack and Arizona Custom Grips use resin to make theirs, which gives them a density that is preferable to a lighter weight plastic. I prefer the synthetic stuff because my guns get some rough treatment between shows, movies, and gun spinning practice. Oh, really? This again? The cost of real ivory, stag, or mother of pearl is not conducive to my wallet or my accidental proneness. Pronosity? The polymer grips come in usually under $80, which I consider cost effective. So, there you have some ideas on where to start that won't break the bank. Now, get out there and keep the spirit of the Old West alive. Well, folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on down the trail.